students, Ms. Jarvis here today. We are going to be talking about dividing fractions. The first problem that we're going to take a look at is a fairly simple problem. We have 4/9 divided by 1/5. Now, the way to remember how to divide fractions is that you're always going to keep the first fraction. You're going to change the sign to multiplication, and you're going to take the reciprocal or flip the last fraction. So when I rewrite it, I keep 4/9, change my sign to multiply, and I take the reciprocal of 1/5. Now my problem is actually a multiplication problem. So I can multiply straight across. 4 times 5 gives me 20, and 9 times 1 gives me 9. Because this is an improper fraction, I do need to simplify. So top dog in the doghouse. 9 goes into 20 2 times, and my answer ends up being 2 and 2/9. Okay, next thing that I want to try is what if we were given a problem like 5/8 divided by 3/4. Once again, I'm going to keep, change, and reciprocal. Keep 5/8, change to multiply, and reciprocal the last fraction. Now, in this case, since I am multiplying now, I could cross-simplify if possible. So I look at the numbers that are diagonal from one another, and I see that for 8 and 4, they do have a common factor. 4 is a common factor. 4 goes into itself 1 time. 4 goes into 8 2 times. And now I can multiply straight across. You may wonder why I didn't simplify these two, and that's because they didn't have any common factors other than 1. So 5 times 1 gives me 5, and 2 times 3 gives me 6. So my final answer is 5/6. Now, lastly, you might be wondering, why does it work to keep, change, reciprocal? Does that only work with fractions? No, actually. Let's take a whole number. 8 divided by 4. And let's see, why does it work? Well, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now let's see what would happen if I were to keep, change, reciprocal. Would we still get 2? Keep 8, change to multiply, and reciprocal. The reciprocal of 4, now remember, all whole numbers are over 1. So the reciprocal of 4 over 1 is 1 over 4. Now, if I multiply this, let's see, this is really 8 over 1, right? Because it's a whole number. And I can multiply straight across. And yes, I could cross-simplify here as well. If I did cross-simplify, 4 goes into each number. It goes into itself 1 time, and it goes into 8 2 times. 2 times 1 is 2, and 1 times 1 is 1. So my answer is 2. Is that the same answer I got before? So there is a reason it does work even with whole numbers. But it's a great trick for dividing fractions. Remember, whenever you divide fractions, keep the first one, change the sign to multiply, and reciprocal the last fraction. I hope this has helped you. Have a great day.